Banks is the first Republican to announce a run for the opening left by outgoing Senator Braun.
Our Carly Van Cleve is digging deeper into the upcoming election. She talked with a political science professor about the challenges Banks will face in the upcoming election.
The race for the vacant U.S. Senate seat in Indiana begins. What are your first impressions of this?
Well, I think he is a great launch point for particularly a Republican primary.
Congressman Jim Banks will look to move into a more prominent role on Capitol Hill in 2024. Do you think that's to his advantage, too, to announce this so early?
Yeah, it's a big advantage because he can. He's not in any position where he has a problem doing that, and it will chase people out of the race potentially.
Purdue-Fort Wayne political science professor Mike Wolf says Banks already has a lot of support from the Republican Party in both Indiana and in Washington.
He has both been on the Trump side of the party, but also, as we see recently in the speaker election, was more on the establishment side. So he doesn't have a whole lot of kind of opposition heading into this.
So who might he be up against? Wolf says there's talks of former Indiana Governor Mitch Daniels joining the race. Do you think that he will run, and what do you think Banks will be up against if he does?
Well, Daniels, the other part of potential Daniels' run is he's also well liked in Washington. The establishment more and the media in Washington, he's had a big role there when he was budget director.
Daniels has won a statewide office before, and Wolf says that could be a disadvantage for Banks since he's never been in a statewide election.
He does have an advantage, and that's one thing Banks has to do is build his name brand around the state.
Wolf says overall the U.S. Senate race will likely be quite contested.
It's going to be an intense couple of years in the Republican contest in particular.
Carly Van Cleve, 21 Alive News.